Cerebellar tract?
It's this white matter.
Pontocerebellar tract.
Going from pontine nuclei, which are these, to this is a bundle of axons coming from nerve cell bodies in pontine nuclei, which are these dark bands over here, and going to synapses in the cerebellar hemispheres.
I'm not breathing.
In the neocerebellum. You got that?
It's going to come out on video.
From the pontocerebellar tract consists of axons coming from nerve cell bodies in the pontine nuclei and going to synapses in the cerebellar hemispheres in the neocerebellum. Okay?
Where's the cerebellum peduncles?
And then the cerebellar peduncle is the portion of each pontocerebellar tract which is visible externally, which is part of topographic anatomy. Okay? So that's just a region of the entire pontocerebellar tract. Okay. Then of course you should know these pontine nuclei, and then you should be able to state what I just said about the pontocerebellar tracts, which could be a part B. Pontocerebellar tracts.
Okay.
Extending from nerve cell bodies in the pontine nuclei, which are these bands of gray over here, to synapses in the cerebellar hemispheres in the neocerebellum. Okay. So that's that. Note, by the way, the fourth ventricle on this one. The fourth ventricle. Yeah, and note, besides the fact you can see cerebellar hemispheres, you can see the vermis on this one also. So this one can get multiple questions. This section can get multiple. Let's see where they are. Okay, here. Oh, this isn't bad either, but I think I'll show them. I'll show them in this one first. Now, you should be aware of the fact that one of the reasons that the cerebellum has that name is because early anatomists thought of it as looking like a little cerebrum. So, of course, we have cerebellar cortex out over here, and we have this. It's not called the centrum semiovale in the cerebellum, but there's white matter in there, which is analogous to the centrum semiovale. Anyway, so it's gray matter on the outside with a lot of white matter on the inside. And then there are, in effect, although they're not called this, cerebellar basal nuclei.
Is that on the top?
And I'm going to show these. Right, I'm going to show the biggest one. You're responsible for knowing the biggest ones. There are 4 pairs of them. However, unlike the basal nuclei in the telencephalon, which are all macroscopic, so you can see them without magnification, the basal nuclei in the cerebellum, there are 4 pairs of these basal nuclei in the cerebellum. 3 of the 4 pairs are microscopic. You can only see them in histological section. But 1 pair is macroscopic, and that's the pair you have to know. So here they are. You see these masses of gray internally right over there?
Mm-hmm.
Those are called the dentate nuclei. Okay.
Spell dentate?
D-E-N-T-A-T-E. Dentate nuclei. Now, if you want to drill on spelling in general, I'm usually dead on spelling because I can visualize the pronunciation of the letters. You know, somebody says, or if you want to drill on that, if you go to the free dictionary.
Oh yes, you told us
so I
this
can
before.
take my phone out in the test and
No,
do
you
that?
can't do that.
Oh.
No, but to practice spelling, one of the things they have down near the bottom of the page is what's called a spelling bee. So what happens is you click on the speaker icon and it pronounces a word. It doesn't show the spelling. Then you type in what you think is the spelling in the dialog box and click on answer, and it'll tell you whether you're right or not. And then it gives you your score, because if you get the first word right, your score is 100%. If you get the first word right and the next word is wrong, your score goes to 50% because you got 1 out of 2.